Echo Valley is a brand new 2025 film that was released and streaming on Apple TV, and the stars Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney. Came completely by surprise. I didn't hear any advertisement on this one at all, but as soon as I heard both actresses in it, I was kind of surprised because of their well-known repertoire that they have in the industry. And basically, what we have going on in this one is um, it starts off as it's great to go in blind to this film. First of all, I'll say that it starts off as this story about a mother and her daughter, and the daughter, played by Sydney Sweeney, has a really big drug problem, and it plays out as a beautiful boy kind of thing where you get all the tropes that drug and alcohol addictions give you. You get the begging for the money and the you know always needing support and always getting yourself into trouble and needing other people to get yourself out of trouble, leeching off of people, everything that people generally know already about drug addiction. The chemistry between Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney, is astronomical. Their performances are extraordinary, and their performances together are out of this world. I was shocked and blown away by them on screen at the same time. But then this film starts to switch gears, and it starts to switch gears a lot, and all for the good. I really, really liked this film. It's kind of mixed with critics, and it's kind of mixed with reviewers. Some people are loving the directions that this film goes. Some people are not liking it very much at all. But it is a zigzag of twists and turns. Not like massive things where the film totally changes tone or anything like that. But it'll start to go in two directions, and things will start to happen that you excuse me. I still have a sore throat. I was kind of getting over one, but it'll start to go into different plot points that you weren't really expecting, or you weren't really set up for, kind of thing. And all for the good, like I said, because that's one of those things that it can go either way. It can either be brilliant, or it could just fall on its head, kind of thing. And this one is on the brilliant side. The only thing I'll say that is kind of a negative about this film, in my own opinion, is it just get cheesy, slightly cheesy in certain parts here and there. And there's also some things that you will have to suspend your disbelief. So it's one of those movies that you have to go with. Not too much. Again, it's not over the top or anything like that. It's not a far-fetched film by any means. But there are certain moments that you're like, yeah, would that happen? Could that happen? It seems a little bit far-fetched and unrealistic. But if you're along for the ride, this is a beautiful film. It is gorgeously shot, wonderfully acted. Cinematography is beautiful. I think it takes place in Pennsylvania. And the locations are great, and all the characters are great. The villains are great too, because there are some. And it's just all around a well acted and well told story, and I loved this film. Its third act, its third act slows down the most. It's not the weakest of the two, but it's the one that slows its pace the most. The first act, it gets really intense, and the second act is just whoa. You're stuck to your seat at that point. You're like, okay, I'm prepared for everything that they're going to throw at me now. And then the third act kind of takes its time a little bit more, and kind of just basically slows down. But it's still very fantastic, and it's a really great film. I can't say too much because I want to keep this review spoiler free, even though I don't really believe in spoiler free reviews, because anytime you talk about a film, you're automatically, even just talking about the actors and the drug problem is kind of a spoiler kind of thing, in my opinion. But I hate spoilers in general, so if I don't want anything, I just don't watch the review at all until I watch the movie myself. But that's all I really will say for now. I think it's definitely a thriller, as well. It's a drama thriller. I would say probably drama first and then thriller next. And some people are calling this a horror, but I would say maybe sprinkled with it. I wouldn't say there's a whole ton of horror in this film, but drama and thriller primarily, and a really really good one at that. So I highly recommend the Surprise that just came out in June. Echo Valley with Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney, and it's a really really good time. It's a really intense. It's worth the watch. Sit down, put your phone down, and just go along for the ride because it's really enjoyable. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you'd like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I will be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.